I had my launch party. So All My Love from the Trenches is a historical fiction set around World War One. So I found a historic house in central Indiana where I live that was built around the same time. So it was built, I think, maybe in like 1912, I want to say. I could be wrong, but it was built probably like right before the start of the war. And so I had my launch party in a historic house, and it was lovely. I think I had kind of always planned on mostly just having a beta reader kind of event and like people that pre-ordered. Just because I thought that was like that. I mean, I think that's just like a super cool perk, and people think that's super cool that they get like exclusively invited to a launch party. So I was like, I don't know. I didn't really plan on having anything else after or like in addition to, because I was just like, that's a super cool perk. I would want that. I wouldn't want to like show up to something that I thought was like an awesome perk for pre-ordering, and there's like all these people that I know didn't buy a book, if that makes sense. So
Right.
I was like, I would be like, I want my perk. So mine was pretty much just for beta readers and people that pre-ordered. So that's kind of how I went into that mindset. And I was like, if I wrote historical fiction and there's a historic home in the area, I was like, why not connect it? Like, that's just too fun. It's too perfect.
Yeah.
Why not?
The alignment.
And then, of course, you know, everyone's like, well, why did you pick the house? And then, you know, you got to talk about the history of the house, the history of the book, and it all tied in together, and it was super fun. I love when, this is so small, but I love when strangers leave reviews. Because, you know, it's one thing to get, like, a review from someone that you know and love, but it's super fun when you get, like, a review from strangers, and they have, like, highlighted specific lines of your book, and you're like, let me just go cry real fast. It's so fun, and it's really so small, but it's like so special. But yeah, like a bigger thing has been super fun to just like go into bookstores and talk to them and be like, hey, do you want to like put my book on a shelf, please? And to talk to people and just like they get excited about it, because I mean, a lot of people that I've talked to in the bookstores, they're like, I've never met an author. This is so fun. Which I'm like, you work in a bookstore, you've never met an author? I feel like that's a natural occurrence.